Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Scientology, the Apollo series. This is dated 30th November 2012. Young kids at Flag. Flag is a Sea Org. It started in 1967, called the Sea Project, and became the Sea Org. Orgs are the so-called churches of Scientology, and according to Scientologists, it is the ecclesiastical part of Scientology, likened to that of monks or that of nuns. You give up your entire life and devote yourself to something, usually some type of God. Well, let me make this clear, and it is about the only type of clear you will get in Scientology. Children brought up in this world have no choice, none at all. Here are some of the children of yesterday. What I understand is their abuse was heinous as well. I've got another young girl Sea Org person that I need to put on my essay list, unfortunately. And actually, there's another boy as well. I got to go back and look at what I was doing. Let's take a good look at these men, you guys. Or maybe the young boys. That guy's got facial hair, so he must be an adult. Another guy with facial hair. Let's get a good look. There's a young boy. Oh, look, all these adults with the young children. Sinister. Look at that guy to the left. He looks sinister to me. It's a pretty young lady. Oh, look, wait a minute. They were really into locking the children in a chain, what do you call it? I think it was called the chain room or something, or the engine room. They were really into that. Putting the young children in there and telling these children that they were out ethics and they needed to confess to their crimes. And these are the children of today. This was dated 2012. So that's like what? About 12 years ago? Let's see, more evidence of children in the Sea Org. Isn't that wonderful, you guys? Look at that. That little girl does not look happy. Could it be she's getting SA'd behind the scenes and we don't know? Hard to tell, isn't it? But I mean, all these police officers making extra money or maybe taking some money on the side, they're okay with young children paying their wages. And then here's the handler. There's the handler. I don't know, she could be a young girl herself. I can't tell. Because in Scientology, when young girls or boys get SA'd, they get asked, why did they pull it in? Why did they go out 2D with a grown-ass adult and get SA'd? And it's their fault. It gets covered up. Some of them go to the child RPF. Some of them are told they're out ethics and further punished. And whereas I believe Miriam Francis, in her case, they made her go back to her predator pedophile father, where she got further abuse. Isn't that wonderful? There's that young girl. You see that? She doesn't look happy. Could it be she's getting SA'd as well? I mean, it's so prevalent, one never knows, do they? Interesting thing about this, their clothes have changed. The uniform has gone and suddenly they appear to be individual. Well, David Miscavige, you are the one I feel the most sorry for because you do not get individuality by changing clothes. Let's put the kids in some trendy t-shirts and whatnot. Are you having a laugh? What exactly is going on in your head? Well, it's not just David Miscavige. Let's just keep it real here. Let's stop putting all the blame on David Miscavige. I've had enough of all that. You think putting the kids in different clothes is going to change the climate? Yeah, the parents brought them there. You cannot see how unhappy this kid is. It's not just, that just gets on my nerves. You obviously have no idea just how disgusted I am with you. Well, you know what? We're also disgusted with the parents that allow this to continue. We're disgusted with the prestigious executives that tell everyone, oh, there's no children there, or they also help cover up the SA. Like, what was his name? Said he had some of the slush fund. Scobie, or no, not Scobie. Matt. Amy Scobie's husband. Isn't that freaking great? Look, more children, Mike Brisker. Look at that. I mean, thank God for child labor, right? I mean, the children are what's propping up this multi-billion-dollar business. While they get physically abused, while they get sexually assaulted or abused, while they get exploited, and some of the children they get messed up themselves and become perpetrators. Isn't that just phenomenal? And then look at this guy. So the young girl there is his handler as well. Because parents don't believe in parenting, they make other, like pre-teenagers and other children take care of their children. Yeah. And thank God, right? Because how else would all these police officers' pays get paid? I mean, thank God. Somebody's got to do the work, you know? This one right here, I've got the video. I believe I got it from Doyle6315. You guys, doesn't this young child look like the one who was in the recruiting office? I think people were calling him Harry Potter. That child didn't have a chance. Could he or some of his friends be perpetrators now? I mean, we don't know. But Scientology, where you can just take children, lock them up in rooms, put them in rat-infested, roach-infested rooms, tell them they're out ethics and they have to admit their crimes, where nobody does a fucking thing about it. And everybody, oh, I don't know, there's no children in there. There's no children. FBI doesn't care. The Department of Justice doesn't care. A lot of the parents don't really seem to care. Immigration Services don't care. Clearwater Police don't care. Hemet, California Police sure don't care. I mean, where, you know, what else? Whom else can we name here? And a lot of times these boys become very predatory themselves. Not to say there's not some real nasty young girls, but they were never given a chance. But I mean, what a place to are a child or are a girl, right? It gets covered up. They're out ethics. They have to go to the RPF because a grown-ass man arred them. Then they get told it's their fault. They have no parental love. And also, let us not forget that thank goodness the children are working in the cafeteria, to keep all these grown-ass adults fed, right? I mean, children are adults in small bodies, right? And then also to cover up the R-ing of the girls, we're just going to marry them off when they're young, right? Because then we don't call it the R word. And little boys are getting hurt as well. Here's more children that don't exist, right? Thank God immigration never gets involved, because, I mean, that's where a lot of these children come from, is all these other countries where there's poverty or, you know, stress. Look at that child. Never got a chance to go to math class or watch, you know, a cool science project or look at the stars. Go play for recess. More evidence of what supposedly doesn't exist, right? Because, I mean, thank God you can hide behind religion. Isn't that great? And none of these adults know anything. You see how he's turning his head? That's because he's been given the, I think they call them, the training routines, right? They train all these children to turn their head because they don't want anyone knowing what's going on. Does anyone know who this boy is? The one holding the blue carrier bag? He looks remarkably like a young boy I saw going into St. Hill Manor, East Grinstead. Oh yeah, that's where SP Chef is. Yeah, you know, remember where SP Chef was, and supposedly he wasn't a child in the Sea Org, you know, and running a whole cafeteria by himself when he was like 13 or 14? Yeah. October 2011 at the IAS fundraiser. And we can't blame Miscavige for all this. I am so sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it. Miscavige is not the one essaying these children. Miscavige is not the only person covering this up. And nobody seems to give a shit about these children. All these young children above will do Scientology's courses, starting with the training routines. The one I was just telling you. They will be audited on an e-meter and sec-checked, just like the children in Haiti and Bangladesh and all the other disaster areas of the world that Scientology vultures will descend upon to further L. Ron Hubbard's mission of clearing the planet. Isn't that just the most wonderful thing you've ever seen? Beautiful children from Haiti just been hit by some type of natural disaster, and that's when the frickin' vultures come in. So a lot of these people know what they're doing. I know they're under mind control, but, and I can give some grace to some people, but this is sick. Kids in Haiti doing the Scientology training. That really makes me sick, because these are little brown children. Brown children haven't been through enough. Training routines, TRs. Taken to the Young Orphans of Haiti by John Travolta. By John Travolta. Was Travolta there when Sean Penn and all those people were out there? There's more to it, and I'm not going to get into too much. You guys know, a lot of you know what's up. We're living in a sick world. The volunteer ministers. Vultures preying on young defenseless kids. Yep, just how they like it. Yep, look at those children. I believe they're orphans? That is the saddest, sickest thing, man. Yeah, they're orphans. God, that's sick, man. It reminds me very much of, like, in the diabolical, like, black magic. I don't like to always say black is a, evil word, but they, like, harness, like, all this dark energy. It's sick. Scientology training routines. TRs being applied to young people. See more freaking evidence. Evidence right in your face, bro. Look. More children. Look at this. It's all MK Ultra, you guys. Wakey fucking wakey. And that was posted by Sharon Stainforth. Okay, hold on a second. I don't know who this... I've heard this Darth Xander before. I'm going to keep one story per video. Just gets me so irritated. So I will leave the link in the description box. You guys like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.